Hello everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne. I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about the best half-ton towable travel trailer brands and models that you should consider. Every year, lots of travel trailers are sold as half-ton towable. It may even say it right on the RV, but it's not always true. The question is, what qualifies as a true half-ton towable travel trailer? And how do you know what your particular half-ton pickup truck can actually handle? Well, let me start by saying this. Most half-ton pickups these days are made more for a comfortable ride than they are almost anything else. The suspension, the brakes, and lots of other equipment are just big enough to handle lighter loads. And usually they have a gasoline engine in them. And that's a tip-off right there that they're really not made for heavy loads, because gasoline engines excel at horsepower. It's diesel engines that excel at torque that's needed to get heavy loads moving and take them down the highway. Now, if you move from a half-ton pickup to a 3/4 ton, well, everything gets beefed up in the whole truck. And if it has a diesel engine in it, then it's really capable of a lot more hauling weight. And once you move from there to a 1-ton pickup, well, you can haul around a lot of weight with them. The question we want to determine today is, what is the limit for half-ton pickups, at least most of them that are out there? The answer to that question is not easy to get, quite frankly, because the manufacturers of these trucks don't make it easy for you to get the answer to that question. They put out a dizzying array of configurations of different kinds of equipment in the trucks that come out of the factory, and you have to go through this big, long laundry list of these features to determine what your particular half-ton pickup can actually handle. And the features can vary from how many doors it has to how long the bed is, what the axle ratio is, whether it's 4x4 or not, and the list just goes on and on. So you're going to have to do some research to really figure out what your particular half-ton truck can tow safely. But let me say that for the sake of this video, I'm going to say that most half-ton pickups out there shouldn't be hauling more than 6,000 to 7,000 pounds of weight to do it safely. There are some that have plenty of equipment in it for towing, and they can maybe handle 7,500 to 8,000 pounds, but there's not many of those. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute. The manufacturer says that my pickup truck has a towing capacity that is 10,000 pounds or more, maybe 12,000, 13,000 pounds. Well, that's true. They love to have a big competition among them of towing capacity. But here's the truth. It's the payload capacity in most half-ton pickups that will limit what you can tow far quicker than the towing capacity. So what is payload capacity? What is towing capacity, and how do they differ? Let's start with towing capacity, because it's the big figure they love to use. That's simply how much weight that a truck can pull in a trailer behind it going down the road. Payload capacity is different. It's how much weight that truck can safely carry around, whether it has a trailer attached to it or not. You may have lots of towing capacity, but when you put that travel trailer's hitch on the back of your half-ton pickup, it may be too heavy. Between that hitch's weight and the passengers in there and the cargo you're taking with you, you may very quickly go over the payload limit for your half-ton pickup. Now, there's a lot more that can be said on this subject, and I'm going to be making a video very shortly that's going to get into the facts and the figures and the illustrations and all of that, so you really get the point. But for the sake of this video, when I'm making recommendations of brands and models and so on, well, I'm going to use 7,500 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating for the travel trailers that I'm going to recommend. 7,500 pounds or less. Less is even better for half-ton pickup towing. So let's get started on the brands that make travel trailers that fall in that weight class, 7,500 pounds GVWR or less. And as I always do, I'm going to start right at the top with the most expensive brands first, and then we'll work our way down the list in price. Number one is going to be Airstream. And all that aluminum that Airstream uses in their travel trailers, it has one huge advantage. It's light, and it makes their travel trailers light. So, for instance, the Flying Cloud, the International, they're only 6,000 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating. Lots of half-ton pickups can pull that. Tradewind, well, it comes in at 6,600 pounds. Even the Globetrotter has 7,300 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating. Now, so lots of these travel trailers that Airstream makes can be towed safely by a half-ton pickup. Remember, too, that they're low profile and they're aerodynamic, so they pull easily going down the highway. The big disadvantage that you have with Airstream is the price. Let's move down the list in cost, and I'm going to recommend here in the mid-range, Lance. Lance makes 6 travel trailers that are under 7,500 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating. And they start at a length of around 19 feet, and they go to about 24 feet in length. Now, Lance makes some pretty good overall travel trailers when it comes to build quality, but they are a little more expensive than the lower cost models. They're right in that mid-range area. So what if you want to save more money? Well, the one on the low cost end that I'm going to recommend today is Highland Ridge. They make 5 travel trailers under 7,500 pounds of gross vehicle weight rating. And they start around 23 feet in length and go up to 29 feet. So right there, they're tipping you off. You're not going to get a lot of amenities and extras in their travel trailers, but you will get more living area. And of course, you can save money with them as well. Now, these 3 brands are great places to start if you want a quality, light travel trailer, but they're not all that I can recommend for half-ton pickups. There's lots of other brands and models that I can recommend as well. Now, I have created a guidebook that lists the best brands in the travel trailer category for overall build quality, and I put in that guide the gross vehicle weight ratings of the models that they produce, so you can very easily find the ones that are half-ton towable. Now, if you'll use that guidebook along with my new or used buying guide, you're going to get a lot of good results, because the buying guide is going to show you how to buy that RV at the right price and make sure that it's fully functional from the very first day that you own it. And if you use those guides together, well, then most likely you're going to have a really happy buying experience. And as an additional bonus, you get my personal assistance in the process. Well, I hope this video is going to help you then find the best true half-ton towable travel trailers that will not only fit your needs, but also your budget for many years to come. And that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends, until next time.